relationship right now. I hope this doesn't ruin it for you, but you may never look at your partner the same because they're just not going to match up to this Adonis I'm about to show you. The self-described 0.5% boyfriend on the planet. He's pretty much everything you could ever want in a partner, and we get to see that firsthand as he brags to his ex about all of the matches he's getting on Hinge. So the background is these two were dating.
Yeah, okay. If you even think I'm down for an open relationship, you and I can do whatever we want. If you were even thinking I'm down for an open relationship, you and I can do whatever we want. I'll buy you sleepwear. Someone before January. Anyways, I'm looking for a boyfriend. But thanks. Crazy. Have fun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fun. Offer stands. Always down to double tap cheese. Always down to clap cheese and get head. This is out of control. 14 different combos. Crazy. He's flexing on that even though she probably gets over 100. Oh, he's cooking though. They want to range.
He is apparently a doctor, she's a nurse, they broke up. I can't imagine why with
Nurse is always cheap, so she's definitely above.
the way he talks in these text messages. He seems like a very secure, stable individual. So, I don't know what the conversation was that was preceding this, but he says, if you are even thinking it, I'm down for an open relationship. You and I can do whatever we want. I'll probably sleep with someone before January anyway. The benevolent saint read her mind, knew that she was thinking, like, I kind of want to still fuck this guy. So he let her know right up front that he's definitely still down for that, but he's going to have to pencil her in around this upcoming coitus session that's going to happen before January, no doubt. Like I said, I don't know what the conversation was that preceded it, but it was probably some shit like, hey, can you come collect your stuff? And he's like, listen. I know what you're thinking. And the answer is yes. I will still fuck you in this open relationship that you desperately want us to be in. I'm okay with that. I'll make that sacrifice. She rejects that generous offer, saying she's looking
for a boyfriend. Thanks. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I don't want no open relationship. So, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. You're disgusting. Ew. You just ruined my day with what you just said. And now I will be mad and I will be suing you. Boom.
for a boyfriend. He says, okay, offers stands. Immaculate business acumen, letting her know that the offer is still on the table when she comes to her senses. Always down to clap cheeks and get head. Speaking like Duke Nukem out here. I came to be a weirdo loser to my ex and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. And then he just for some reason throws this in there. This is out of control. 14 convos, day 1 of Hinge. Oh, you can just taste the tears. He is trying so hard to make it seem like
he's trying to make her jealous. He's trying to make her jealous and make her feel. Meanwhile, she gets that on a fucking daily basis. The second she opens her fucking Hinge, every nigga is swiping on that. Even if she looks like a fucking whale or fucking tomato, the niggas are still down bad for that. These niggas are freaks. Weird. And just...
He's moving on and is actually very happy that the relationship has ended. Look at how many conversations he's having on Hinge. He needs to brag about it to his ex. I also imagine a chunk of those conversations are with bots. This is like the guy who brags about all the sexy singles from his area that he's talking to after clicking on a porn banner. But either way, he's just trying to go out of his way to be an asshole to his ex to make...
He's not really impressed. He's trying to make her jealous so she can... You really getting that? Okay, I'm gonna give you... You can come clap some cheeks. Yeah, something like that.
Make her feel bad. Just unprompted sending Hinge conversations he's been having with other women. When he doesn't get any response, he starts spiraling and melting down, monologuing like a cartoon villain. I mean, obviously, most of these girls would be an upgrade, so why would I...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, most of these girls would be an upgrade, so why would I back with a broke girl. He's a doctor, so technically he's not wrong because doctors make more than nurses. Who isn't even close to finishing school? On her 13th year, bro. Or her 13th thing. Yeah, let me read it. Okay. You pushed me.
I get back with a broke girl who isn't even close to finishing school. You pushed me into something better. You literally asked me to get a gun. I don't have any ammunition and it's locked in a case when it gets here. Just another example of stupid communication. Such a stupid and confusing girl. I'm getting updated headshots once I'm all tanned up from Vegas from 2 professional photographers. And I update my wardrobe so everyone will get to see the new hairline. Oh. Jeepers creepers. Man's got the Rogaine foam out and he's getting very excited to showcase it in his new Crocs and Hawaiian t-shirt. Probably use your birthday money for it. That was supposed to be a little dagger to jab her with. I'm using...
He's just trying to make you jealous, bro. He just wants come back to the ex. I want you back, but he's not trying to say that. He's trying to be like, I don't want you. He like fucking a nonchalant dreadhead. Meanwhile, he isn't. He wants it back, but he's trying to make it jealous so she can. Oh my god, I'm trying to. You have me quivering. Hey yo, pause. That sounds kind of weird. It was weird, but like so, yeah.
Your birthday money for this, by the way. Brother, the relationship's over. I doubt she really cares what you use it for. Go ballistic, man. If you want to keep spamming minoxidil on your Tommy Pickles head, go crazy. Also, like clockwork with every single meltdown, it's always, well, I was actually like settling for you. You're like super beneath me. You're broke, and everyone I'm meeting on Hinge is clearly an upgrade. You actually, this was like the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I cannot stop smiling about it because now look at all of these upgrades that I'm getting on Hinge from you. Like I was doing you a favor by being with you. He then also had the courtesy to show her what the photos are going to look like when they're done. Photos going to look something like this. I want to take some photos together as well at a festival and some action shots doing hobbies. It's going to be fun and likely boost my profile even more. I'm already overwhelmed though. Right now I've got a serious case of stick it to the moniosis from just getting too much pussy, but I'd like to elevate my profile a bit more so I can reach challenger rank on Hinge. He then just sends some random photos of dudes he saw on Google Images, typing in things like man on bike and stuff like that, and he just sends those randomly.
Man on bike is crazy.
There's no doubt in my mind he didn't actually plan any photography sessions. He just wanted...
Honestly, my ultimate goal is to find someone with an impressive career who comes from a good family. That's something I really miss with you. So he's basically trying to express himself that he misses her and stress me out. I want my children to aspire to be great, and your family reach of complacency.
Some shit here to like brag about, kind of like, look at how much better I'm doing. Check out these like
women with great careers. They want partners who are less educated and make less money. I'm in the top 5%. Ooh, I'm in the top 5%, so it puts me in an elite group. Ooh, elite group. When I finish, it will all be good. Ooh, when I finish, it will all be good. Yeah, okay, let me read it. Sure. I really want to see what I can find once I beef things up on that profile. 70% of people nowadays meet other people online. I'll date for fun until someone worth marrying comes along. Kind of like what I did with you. Ooh.
new photos I'm going to be doing. Like, I'm going to be riding a bike. These action shots of me doing my hobbies, of undressing anime figurines, they're going to go crazy on Hinge, and people are going to love them. Honestly, my ultimate goal is to find someone with an impressive career who comes from a good family. That's something I really missed with you and stressed me out. I want my children to aspire to be great, and your family reeks with complacency. Who asked? This man's just fucking vomiting all the spaghetti in his brain here. He's just fucking dumping nonsense. Who is asking you what your goals are? Nobody cares. Hypergamy
respond to his other messages. She only responded like one time.
is real. Women with great careers don't want partners who are less educated or make less money. I'm in the top 0.5%, so it puts me in an elite group when I finish. I really want to see what I can find once I beef things up on the profile. 70% of people nowadays meet each other online. He's got the stats, and the stats say that he should be happy, so he is happy. He's super happy because he's the 0.5% in an elite group of boyfriend material. So you know he's happy. You can tell he is just beaming with enthusiasm, with joy. It's the holly jolly season, and he is feeling the spirit. He just keeps going on and on. I'll just date for fun until someone comes along worth marrying, kind of like what I did with you. Literally pages of glizzy gobblers. I'm the MIDI king. Oh man, he's slaying. And yeah, he's putting in the work right now. You can just see it. Calling them glizzy gobblers and MIDI. He keeps referring to all of his matches as MIDI. He's actively just putting down all of the women that find him attractive. Like, he doesn't even find them good looking. I think he just swiped right on every single person with a pulse on Hinge over a 24-hour period and managed to get 14 matches. And now he's just calling himself the MIDI king. At least these middies won't give me such a headache like you did, won't lie to me about everything and manipulate me into getting a gun. And then tell me they think I'm
Let me read this drawing. About to come up any second from now.
going to shoot them. You are the insane one. Walking red flag.
We've created the best currency the world has ever known. Okay?
Yeah, he comes across as a pretty sane guy, so if he's calling someone insane, you know that holds water. There's no red flags I've picked up on here yet from this guy. I would never marry a woman like you. Fakest person I know. The whole sweet girl thing is such a facade. Your family knows the angry, manipulative, stubborn bitch you are on the inside. Like I said,
He's trying to cope with it. That's
I don't want you back. I want to date these girls and have fun until I meet someone worth marrying. But always down to fuck you and get head. I'm just not going to be exclusive anymore. I don't marry middies. Now you can hang out as much as you want with your simp guy friends who get no pussy. It's a symbiotic relationship. A depressed and insecure girl who needs validation and 4 out of 10 or lower guys with no ambition or drive or any redeeming qualities that would make them dateable getting some attention from a middy. And she just says, stop texting me. This dude talks like those loveless virgins on Twitter that are always whining and crying on there about women.
Loveless Virgins is crazy, bro. That's insane. Loveless Virgins. I've never heard of those that before, bro.
It's so... I don't even know where I would start with unpacking this one. It's just pathetic. Like, this is this is a doctor, apparently. What in tarnation? Dr. Dork, maybe. But jeepers. Wow. Anyway, this is what a 0.5% mate looks like. This is like the elite group of boyfriends. And unfortunately, she didn't realize how lucky she got. She hit the lottery jackpot. And now, well, he's seen the light. So now he gets to go on Hinge and be the king of middies, as he says. He loves the middies, but he'd never marry one. He's clearly over his previous relationship, which is why he's sending paragraphs to his ex bragging about this and just...
He wants her back, that's the thing. He misses her. He just does not want to say it.
spitting out his goals and all kinds of insults towards her and her family and everything. He's absolutely happier now. It's very evident. But I would like to move on to another short adventure that I went on through some text messages today. This is a very brief one. A Redditor had a friend that made a purchase that ended up being a bit of a scam, and it's a purchase that I can actually relate to in a pretty big way. It's a sex doll. So he was saying that the pictures that he
Oh yeah, see, sex dolls are low-key better.
purchased from looked nothing like the product he received, saying he's disappointed. His friend is just laughing at his trauma though, which I think is just very rude. This guy is clearly going through it. He just got scammed. He was looking for love. He didn't get what he ordered. There's so many things that most people should be able to pump their fist behind and say, yes, this man was wronged. I am on his side. He bought a sex doll and didn't receive the one that he had ordered. So he said, I should have let the process facility
If I'm trying to, he probably
cancel the order and never reordered it back. His friend continues to laugh at him. I'm throwing it away tomorrow or something. He's still getting laughed at. He then says, bro, even the fucking Ona hole is too small. I don't know what the Ona hole is. That might...
Is he trying to say no? No? Oh no. Oh no hole. Or oh no. So he's trying to say no.
might be like a trademarked part of the sex doll. I don't know his particular model, but that might be like patent pending technology. He's trying to set his friend straight here, letting him know like, hey, this isn't really the hilarious situation you think it is. It's you know, it's a big scam. I ordered sitting position, it came in standing position, stupid seller, scammer. He then sends a picture of the sex doll that he received.
What the hell? Is that an air? These guys just filled air into that.
This, it's not the highest quality item. I'll be the first to admit here. This looks like you're having sex with a Sega Dreamcast character. It's basically just a big noodle with a Google image face on it. The company that produced this should be ashamed of themselves. They didn't even have the decency of putting titties on it. This looks like one of Floop's Fluglies from Spy Kids. So unfortunately there's a huge scammer on the loose, so buyer beware if you're in the market for any sex dolls. But the reason I said I can relate to this is because I actually had a sex doll that looked remarkably similar to that. Many of you may remember a few years ago when I...
Does he show it? Wait, does he actually put his meat inside? Or is he... Probably does, bro.
I was in my competition with Belle Delphine where I had like the craziest collection of sex toys and dildos, fleshlights, all of that. The whole 9 yards there, the kit and caboodle of all the sex toys. One of the items I had that I mentioned and showed in a couple videos was a sex doll that looked very close to that. Not the exact same model. It was this one. Now at the very least, that model at least had titties on it and a usable mouth hole if your cock was 2 inches long. The Gentle Sir on Reddit, it didn't even have that. It was actually just like a piece of printer paper with a woman's face glued onto an inflatable thing, an inflatable tube thing, really. Like I didn't even see any holes I censored it myself. I didn't even see any holes on his model. The one I had at least did have all of that, but you would be a damn fool to try and fuck it because that that sex doll I had, it was like made out of broken glass. It was like the sharpest material ever. If you did put
How's he know? How the hell did he know that? Did he actually try hitting? I never knew Penguin Zero was a fucking freaky ass nigga, bro. That's a freak. And actually try putting his meat inside.
put your cock in it, it wasn't coming out in one piece. It'd be sliced and diced. It'd be like sticking your cock in a wood chipper. It was completely unusable for that purpose, which is why I had it as kind of like a background object where I put like a shirt on her. Now, God rest her soul, she's no longer with us, unfortunately. She melted at the warehouse, as did most of my collection of sex toys, because the Florida heat was not kind to them in an unventilated building. They didn't appreciate that very much, so pretty much everything melted. But yeah, I can relate to his purchase here because what he received, since he was actually buying it to have sex with it, he would not have been successful with it. I can tell you for sure because I had something similar, and there is no human being on the planet, no matter how masochistic, that would actually fuck it and be pleased. They would be.
Okay, he can't be certain because like there are many weird niggas, bro. I see niggas chop their dicks off and record the videos, bro. I was traumatized, bro. I'm traumatized. Literally, man's be chopping the dick up like. Like it's kind of weird. Fuck it, niggas will fuck it, even if it didn't have a mouth hole. There are niggas who fuck trees. How the fuck do you do that? Like niggas who put their meat in trees and start trying to clap. That hurts.
Be in excruciating pain and miserable. The agony would be overriding any sense of pleasure they could have possibly felt. So yeah, I just wanted to briefly talk about that on the back of talking about the awesome boyfriend. Anyway, that's about it. So yeah.
Appreciate you for watching this, bro. And I'll see you in the next one. Joking. Yeah, I'm going to sleep now. I'm not being able to watch Jay-Z